Welcome back to Your Money. Now, keeping a pet is a big responsibility. You shower them with love and affection and treat them as you would a child. So it's no wonder that keeping a pet these days has become an expensive affair. Your Money checks out the dollars and cents of pet ownership.
Dogs, man's best friend, and a cat's worst enemy. At least that's the usual rule. But Carol Poe's pets are the exceptions that prove the rule. Carol is a 29-year-old school teacher and the proud owner of 4 pets. 2 Samoyeds named Bianco and Abby, a Persian cat called Sasha, and another called Girl, and they all live happily together.
I pamper them a lot. Everything comes first for them. For instance, I wouldn't go out of the house if it's raining because I don't want to leave them in the service balcony whereby you'll be wet. Everything you do, you think of them first. You want to rush home to feed them, even though you have a date with somebody else. You make a lot of sacrifices.
And more Singaporeans are making similar sacrifices as they integrate their pets into their family. Keeping a pet nowadays is no longer about 1 meal a day and a couple of brisk walks. On average, a dog costs somewhere between $1,000 and $1,400 to maintain each year. Cats, often a fraction of a dog's size, can still cost a hefty 500 to 1,200 Singapore dollars. Carol, for instance, pays $80 a month on each dog for grooming alone.
These dogs are actually long hair, and when you send them to the groomers, they actually charge quite high. So usually you only bathe them like once a month. Usually they just bathe, cut their nails, wash their ears, trim a little bit of fur here and there. They don't need to go for the extensive treatment like schnauzers. They have to have a special cut and all that.
Vet care has never been cheap, but once it was the only major expense a pet owner faced. Not anymore. Daycare centres, training schools, specialist groomers, healthcare, dietary supplements are these days becoming the norm. There's a whole new industry out there, catering to the whims and fancy of pets and their owners. Pet groomers such as Owen Sim of Best Friends feel that pet owners of today are more discerning. They treat their pets as they do their own children.
It is the younger generation that basically finds that because of the hectic lifestyle in Singapore, so by owning a pet is probably easier and it actually helps to relieve stress for them. So some people will keep fishes, parrots. Some people like dogs and cats because that's an animal that you could interact and walk with them basically. It is the form of therapy for them.
Owen is a certified trainer, having honed his skills in New York. At Best Friends, he teaches pet owners how to train their dogs. Each program lasts 6 weeks and prices range from $400 onwards. In America, the pet care industry is valued at $8 billion annually, and it's regarded as virtually recession-proof. Same in Singapore. In spite of the steep charges and current economic downturn, programs such as Owen's remain popular. There are plenty of services that cater specifically to pets and owners. For those who are planning to travel, they can check their pets into a pet hotel, costing around $15 a day. Or for those requiring nursing services, the charges range from $18 to $35. Patrick Lim is a pet lover who has converted his passion for pets into a diversified business venture. At this pet farm, he provides services such as pet rehoming, nursing, boarding, grooming, and training. There are even plans to turn this quiet corner of the park into a crematorium for pet owners to keep the ashes of their beloved cats, dogs, and budgies.
The trend now is actually more on the love of the pet owners for their pets. Even after they have passed away, they want to treasure the memories that they have with their pets over the years and not just forget about them.
Dogs live on average 10 to 12 years, cats 15 years, long enough to run up a pretty sizable bill. But you don't always have to pay through your nose. There are ways to keep costs down and still make your puppy happy. Carol, for instance, occasionally provides her dog with nutritious home-cooked food instead of relying on processed dog meals all the time.
carrots, which I just found out that if you boil them, the nutritional value is higher. It's easier for the dog's body system to break it down. And another thing I found out was the vegetables. After boiling vegetables, you can actually keep pour the water of the boiling vegetables into their food. They simply loved it.
And in the end, that's what it's really all about, the love between the owner and their pet. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how much money you spend. What will always remain important is the strong bond between you and your pet.
I don't know about you, but I think man's best friend is worth every penny. Now, from dogs and cats to bulls and bears, last week an upbeat survey put some spark into the local market.